Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you for the follow. Also, thank you anybody that followed. I am on a 30-second delay because of NGS rules. You'll see alerts popping up in my chat telling everybody about that. Here's what we got so far. So, second series, second best of 3, heroic, same div in NGS. Rodney's imaginary friends up against 925. Left team banning out Vorskaya and the Tomb of the Spider Queen. Right team banning out Sky Temple and Cursed Hollow. First game, we are going to BOE and Rodney's imaginary friends picked the map. TY. If I lose my voice, chat, will you still love me? Funny. Exciting. A double header. A double header. So I don't know anybody on the side of 9 to 5, so this will be fun. Obviously, we know and love Snuffungus, Drinko, Rodney, and Asmund, Chad, and Rayvar on Rodney's imaginary friends. I was really hoping, like I saw when I was picking up casts, I saw that Rodney's imaginary friends had scheduled a game tonight, but I saw that it was 8 and I was already casting Kugelblitz. I was like, oh man. I thought I wouldn't be able to get pick up this game. Frantically typing to let everybody know that this cast is happening. Gonna have to chop this VOD in 2. Just say this again just in case, because I mixed it with a thank you cast already. Okay, yeah, we're starting. Let's go, chat. Hey, Lime, welcome in. Welcome in. Ooh, I saw a Drinko in chat too. Alright. If you are just joining us, we just finished up the best of 3 series. It's your boy King Andrew versus Kugelblitz. That was also a heroic div. Kugelblitz winning it 2-0. This is a second best of 3 series I decided to pick up last minute. Ronnie's imaginary friends against 9 to 5. Another heroic div matchup. Oh, a Sergeant Hammer ban. Quick off the draw there, coming out from 9 to 5. Yeah, and as I say, I don't know who plays what on the right side. It's all a mystery to me. A big old mystery. Ronnie's imaginary friends do get that first pick. Doesn't scream about Samuro being banned out. Okay, so they have a spicy Samuro on 9 to 5. It seems like. Yeah, second series hype. Yeah, Ninja. Ha-hee. Yeah, no Hammer. Denied. Hammer denied. I didn't know Rodney's imaginary friends even played Hammer, to be fair. Hanzo being banned out. Lime. Don't cry. Nobody cry, unless it's tears of joy. Second ban for Rodney's imaginary friends is going to be that Stukov.
I stand ready.
Which means Vala's left open. And Mark picks that up as 9 to 5's first pick. Oh man, you know what? I should try and see if I can run an ad right now. Quick. Can I? Is it going to get rid of it if I run it?
This realm needs me.
Ready for action.
There we go. Type that in chat, letting everyone know I'm trying to run an ad now so it doesn't interrupt mid-game. We'll see if it actually works. Left team. Rodney's imaginary friends picking up. It's Snarf on Li Ming and Rodney on Moridim.
Oh, this is my jam.
right team locking in Garrosh and Lucio. Solid combo. The thing that bothers Garrosh the most is obviously stuns, but like movement speed, anything that impedes his movement speed. And having a Lucio on that side obviously drastically improves his ability to like navigate movement speed issues. And the final ban for Rodney's imaginary friends is going to be Greymane. Solid. Interesting, actually. Interesting ban because 9 to 5 already have a auto attacker in Valor. So I wonder if 9 to 5 actually tend to run double auto attackers. Because, I mean, that would be absolutely wild. Immortal burn if you had Valor and Greymane on a team. Chen being banned out here. Yep, we love a Chen. We love Asmodad. Oh my god, Asmachad, I'm sorry. Are you a dad? Hopefully that works. Asmachad loves a Chen. I also love a Chen. But no Chen in this game today. Asmachad instead picking up the Hogger and Drinko on the Old Man Deckard. So a mage and an offlaner if we're going standard for 9 to 5. And then an auto attacker left for Ronnie's imaginary friends. Again, if we're going standard. Okay, Bruiser picked up Nebula base on Malthaor and Locke, picking up the Genji. Interesting. Genji probably going to try and live on Li Ming's head. Oh yeah, it could be, because Valor's probably maybe going Q instead of auto. Yeah, good point. Thanks, Lime. Good thinky dinks. The Revar is going to pick up Sylvanas. Let me just reset my notes. Okay, so. Perfect. Got some notes over here. Lovely. There is only auto, Valk says, about Valor. Okay, first game. If you're just joining us, heroic best of 3 Rodney's imaginary friends up against 9 to 5. Game 1 is Battlefield of Eternity. Paldor, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I did just mention it, but it's heroic best of 3. Rodney's imaginary friends up against 9 to 5. Welcome in. I hope your cast was good. On the left side, on the blue team, on Rodney's imaginary friends, you have Drinko on Deckard, Snarfungus on wow, the Skinergy just had me speechless on Li Ming. Rodney on Moradin, Revar on Sylvanas, Asmachad on Hogger, and on the right side on the red team on 9 to 5 you got Locke, sorry, on Genji. I'm gonna say Fitting on Garrosh, Mark on I forget and can't see properly, Valor, Ferret on Lucio, and in the top lane you have Malthaor on Nebula. Wow, I'm cooked, chat. Nebula base on Malthaor. So blue team are using that Sylvanas trait to get half of a cannon tower down in top lane. Revar will probably rejoin the rest of the team in bot, but not before Li Ming goes down to Genji. I need to give Paldor a shout out. Uh-oh. Hold on. So many things happening. You should definitely follow Paldor. Lots of HOTS casts. Yeah, so it is Q-Bill Valor. Ooh, Rodney holding high in that bush. Sniffs out of Valor. Oh my gosh, Mark, how are you alive? Rinko getting in a pickle, but is okay, is okay. No, yes. Saves themselves with a pot. Not even worried about it. Looks like Deca did go Sapphire at 1. Not Q out from Rodney at 1 actually, which is solid to help with Immortal Burn. Oh, that Garrosh is in a pickle now. Never mind, it's Garrosh. What am I saying? Stun out onto Garrosh. But Genji is harassing the damage. Genji's really harassing Li Ming there, so Li Ming not able to step up to kind of capitalize on the CC. It's still 2 people in top. Rayvar making some real inroads here with Asmachad. Oh, Garrosh. Oh, Garrosh. Yeah, Garrosh going down. Unfortunately, Rodney did jump and got boot back mid-jump, and I thought was going to go down, but lives. Look at that. Okay, so Vala's rotated top to try and respond. Level 4 is online for Rodney's imaginary friends. Yeah, that is some serious damage in the offlane. So it's now 2v2 top. Currently. Blue team picking up that neutral siege camp. Snarf might maybe getting caught out, booped back, trying to duck and dive. Throw out onto the old man. Drinko living as well. Good living. Good living. Altheo getting low. Oh, Rayvar going in for the aggressive teleport. Might pay for that, maybe? No, no, no. Asmachad back up. Sees red team backing off. Rodney back in for everything. Health, mana. You know. That's twice that my Q phased through someone. Weird. Janitor. Janitor, we have a bug. It's a bug. Rodney jumping in onto the Vala. Bolt used. That is some serious spread damage there from Sylvanas. All the while, Hogger is eating into that, and Sylvanas has gone to help him as well. Are kind of foregoing the objective a little bit, blue team, because they are getting some serious... They're just going to take that. Yeah, they're just going to take that fort. See, the thing is, what do I look at here? So, what do I look at? Because top structure is going down. Anyway, Deca does go down 1-for-0 trade, kind of. Well, 1-for-fort trade. Because blue team got fort down while Deckard went down. Stun out onto Mark. Vault sideways. Taking some damage from Sylvanas. Throw onto Sylvanas. Unfortunately, it does mean Sylvanas goes down. Red team are so low. Rodney's got to get out of that, though. Lucio's saying, no. No, no. No, 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 no. You get back here. Does a nice push off and boops Moradin back into death. Oh, big orb. Interrupting the Garrosh back. Yeah, you're right. It is hard to play defensive into Minghe. So level 7's online first for the red team. Here is what those are. Really even on the objective. Rayvar looking for... I like the aggression. Just panic and flicker between the two. Thanks. Really, thanks, Slime. Yep. You got it. Pro caster tips. Ooh, blue team. Just pipping red team to the post. 7's online for both teams. Now you got Skullcracker from Moradin. Nice. So first objective. Sorry, I meant red team pipping blue team to the post. Wow. Wow. Just report me. I'm spreading incorrect information. Anyway, red team picking up the first objective and we're all marching down that top lane. But again, we've got 2 members of Rodney's imaginary friends using Sylvanas to try and push in bot here, forcing the Genji to rotate. So it was a 3v3, but it looks like Lucio is also moving and shaking down to the bot lane. Immortal cleared up. It got about half a fort. That Lucio rotation does mean that Asmachad on the Hogger goes down. But what structure damage did they get here? They got both cannon towers and the gate. Red team using the space created by the Hogger kill to pick up the neutral siege camp. Lucio taking an arcane orb to the face. Oh, Garrosh rotation. Peeped the Sylvanas Banshee. Waited for it. Stunned throw. That's a Sylvanas down. But Genji did pay the price. So did Garrosh. I thought Garrosh was going to get out in 62 HP. 2-for-1 trade in favor of Rodney's imaginary friends. Level 10 is going to be online for both teams, but right now it's red team. Warlord's challenge. It's interesting to see Warlord's challenge instead of Decimate. Okay, Skullcracker doing some workout onto this Lucio. But you know what else does work? Valor. Moradin going down there. So, Warlord's challenge from Garrosh. High five for Lucio. Whatever that... Sorry, I always say whatever that is. Last rites for Malthael. Strafe for Valor. X-Strike for Genji. And on Rodney's imaginary friend, you got Wave of Force for Li Ming. Wailing Arrow for Sylvanas. Stay a while and listen for Deckard. Haymaker. We got Rodney Playmaker chat for Moradin. And you got Hoarder Port for... Asmachad on Hogger. Oh my goodness. That was just off screen. I think she may have died here. Sylvanas getting absolutely blown up. So Rodney's imaginary friends are down a player. Both teams hitting the objective. Blue team do have a camp marching down here, so Malthael is going to have to respond to that. Red team looking to rotate on Hogger. Blue team support installing and Hogger spinning away. Yeah, Strafe Valor. Chucking a stun onto Moradin. He's going to be looking for some spicy playmakers. Ideally onto the Valor, right? Because Genji don't really care about him. I mean, maybe onto Garrosh even. I'm sure Mouth wouldn't like one either. Chucking a stun again, but Moradin dwarf tosses away. That's Garrosh's cleanse popped. Walks into two members of blue team. Taunts. Sylvanas is back and spreading damage. Moradin going down first. X-Strike out. Malthael going down to that. And it's looking bad for Mark as well. Objective does go over to the red team. Red team are low, blue team are low. Drinko stay a while and listen to try and save his life. Unfortunately, he goes down, but blue team do get a retaliatory pick. That was 3-for-2 trade in favor of 9-5. Lucio zooming away there. Objective is marching down the bot lane. Both teams fast approaching level 13. So red team can't really push with this because of the picks that blue team got on them. Indirect defense there. Both teams getting 13. Let's see what we get. We got big pots. We got them big pots from Deckard. Glass cannon from Li Ming because show no fear. Red team sending out the bruiser camp. Blue team getting this neutral. Camping the bot. Okay, we're looking for an aggressive zoop zap. Malthael is rotating too. Moradin gets out. No harm, no foul. We've got 2 stacks on that last rites. A red team gonna... Oh, I thought they were just gonna stay there and absolutely just turn on blue team and stop them from rotating altogether, because it would have been a 4v3, because I think they saw Sylvanas in the top lane. Yeah, so red team capping that neutral camp top. Blue team still keeping 2 members in the top lane. Are we looking for... We were, and then we thought against it. That's okay. Garish popping that cleanse. Walks away. Haymaker defensive there, because Garish was probably going to throw him, and I assume Moradin's Dwarf Toss was down at that point. That would have been a bad time to die. Asmachad was clearing before coming up. That is a really early last rites, forcing the Horde to pull out. Stay a while and listen onto 2 members of red team. Wailing arrow out onto the Garrosh. Nobody dead yet. That's some buttons pressed. They make it up again in 5 seconds. Stun out onto Valor. Defensive throw from Garrosh. Cleanse to walk away. Oh, wow. Red team was so low there. This Garrosh is unstop. I'm just calling it his cleanse is unstop. Throw out on to Moradin. Do you have your Dwarf Toss? Probably. Is this a dead Garrosh? Taunt to try and save his life, but Garrosh does go down. Moradin jumping out. Getting harassed by Genji, or is Moradin harassing Genji? Which way around is it? Blue team are going to have 16s online before red here. Dwarf Toss, Skullcracker. Nice. Deckard and Moradin. A crack assassination team. All the while, the damage for blue team are whittling down that ammo. All level 16s online for Rodney's imaginary friends. Oh yeah. Second best talent in the game. Drinko picked it. The bonk stick. A Roderick staff. Let's go. Okay, so this objective going over to Run's imaginary friends. They have a 16 advantage for like a couple seconds. Well, a couple seconds is big when you've got a Haymaker. Massive, jumpy, you know, Dwarf launch, Muradin. That fort goes down, no problem. Marching up onto Keep Wall. Malthael, well, Hogger has given Malthael something to think about in top lane, so it is a 5v4 down here right now. 16's online for red team. Up the frequency from Lucio. That keep is going down. A lot of value out of that objective for Rodney's imaginary friends. Yeah, I was thinking, Lucio, they were going to think about it. Like the counter speed up there. Blue team going to pick up the neutral siege camp in bot. Red team picking up their bruiser camp. Hogger doing Hogger things. Red team capping that. Moradin went in and was like, oh, they haven't capped it yet. Let's do something. And then backed out immediately because then they caught it. It was like perfect timing. Clearly the best talent is Lightwell. Iron Flare. Reported. Get out of here. Freaking Lightwell. Okay, so red team collectively clearing this up. It is a late stage in the game, right? So it's like you want to group. Or rather, you just don't want to get picked off at an awkward time. Blue team pushing in top. 95 cleared that up. Bot, no problem. Malthael is going to meet this Hogger here. Okay, really good chuck and a taunt out onto Sylvanas means Sylvanas goes down. But Sylvanas did take out Valor. So 1-for-1 trade. Tit for tat. Ooh. Okay, no, Snarf's fine. Liming's fine. I was scared for a second. Whenever I see it, there's nothing more menacing than a Garrosh just walking at you in this game, I swear. Okay, throw out onto Muradin. Muradin does come back to try and peel. Because, yeah, there is that mess of a problem happening there. Genji really pestering Li Ming. Li Ming going down there. So all damage is down. Currently, for the side of Rodney's imaginary friends, Last Rites does not get a stack. Muradin's second wind. Got a little bit of health back. While rotating, but is in a little bit of a pickle. Yeah, this is big old pickle. Muradin going down there. Blue team closing in on level 20. But the stagger, not the best. Valor chipping away slowly at the blue team's Immortal. Sylvanas is back up. But for how long? Garrosh is just walking in there. Oh, Sylvanas in a pickle again, unfortunately. Sylvanas going down once more. Half time obtained by red team. They do have core pressure. Just 2 catapults. Malthael backing up to clear that. Hogger and Deckard need to not die here. Yeah, they're fine. They need their team back up, and then they need to defend and see if they can get something off of the Immortal defense. Already back up in 5. Sylvanas got 25 seconds, unfortunately, though. This fort is definitely gone. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, they're just missing Sylvanas for 9 seconds. Malthael. So it is an even team fight right now because Malthael is up trying to keep that fort alive. Level 20 is online for red team first. Good stun. Good counter stun onto Garrosh though. He's in the back line taunting to try and save his life, but he goes down with the help of the structure damage. Hogger getting out there. Rodney is all up in Malthael's grill. Nice follow-up damage from DPS. Hoarder pull is in onto 3 members of the red team. This is a no control. That did not pan out, unfortunately. 1-for-1 trade. Blue team did save that keep in bot. Level 20 is online for both teams. Red team picking up their siege camp. So yeah, you do have Acrobat from Valor. You've got the upgraded taunt. Mixing fire. No one can stop death. And the upgraded X strike. Blue team picking up that neutral siege camp in bot. And red team motioning to pick up that neutral siege camp in top. Left side you got upgraded stay a while. Silence and blind for 3 seconds afterwards. That can be nasty. Upgraded wave of force for Li Ming. So Garrosh is now back up. Hogger is back up in 15 seconds. Red team cleaning up that siege camp in top. Sorry, blue team cleaning up that siege camp in top. And just Malthael actually clearing up the siege camp in bot. Red team looking to do something spicy with Garrosh on the way. Hogger down. Gonna steal blue team's camp. Blue team right now are probably like, how rude. Oh, really good pre-cleanse there to stop the Muradin taunt. Muradin getting absolutely obliterated. Really good cleanse. I don't know if it was from Garrosh himself or if it was a high five from Lucio.
You and all your servants in hell will cower before me. It is time for change.
That is a lot of caltrops. Malthael going back to try and manage this push. Sylvanas pushing up the bot wave. Okay, this objective going over to 9 to 5. Yeah, they're really making Malthael work, hey? The lane pressure from Rodney's imaginary friends is doing its work. Keeping them in it.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
Aggressive Lucio Garrosh things. It found nothing, but it did send a message.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Malthael is rotating here, so I wonder if something nasty. No, blue team do back up. Hogger might catch something bad if he's not careful though. Haymaker onto the Garrosh. That's a dead Garrosh. High five onto Malthael. Malthael getting out here. And blue team clear that objective up, no problem. Garrosh dead for 45 seconds. What can blue team do with that? They're looking to do something. Are we gonna fight over this? If Malthael stays there, yeah, I was gonna say you're in trouble. My friend, red team trying to get out. They do not want a 4v5. Border port there onto a high-fiving Lucio. That was some janky pathing. Made it look crazy. High five doing some serious work. Mixing fire out onto Sylvanas. The stun from Moradin does just miss. So blue team tried for something, but red team did not let them have it. Hi, TZ. Very, very close game. Both teams trading off. Getting neutral siege camps. So red team got top, blue team got bottom this time. Garrosh scouting. Because, I mean, Moradin has been holding really far up. Like, scouting really far up, so you never know. You never know where he's gonna be. Malthael not quite with red team here. That's a taunt out, but it was like mid-jump, so Moradin's jump went off? Or something? If I saw that correctly. Unstop out from Garrosh. He's taking a lot of damage. Rodney coming around the side, stuns him. Li Ming finishes that Garrosh off. Garrosh is having a real bad late game right now. He's feeling the pain. Red team's Bruiser camp motion down top. Hogger will need to clear that up at some point. Aggressive Lucio once again. Out onto Snarf. Snarf backing up. Oh, Drinker was going to survive that last riot, but the Genji follow-up was a little bit too much. Valor taking out Li Ming as well. 2-for-1 trade so far. Malthael low. Some spinny shenanigans happening from Hogger here. Does get a counter kill, but unfortunately he goes down as well. 4-for-1 trade in favor of 9-5. Who are looking to push this keep down and potentially win. Just get game, I think, here. Because it's just Moradin for like 25 seconds, which is a bit tough. Haymaker to try and stall. That is about all that he has got in him. That is GG. Well played. Close game. Both teams down to 1 keep. GG, well played. First game going over to 9-5. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Sylvanas got really bullied. I felt Sylvanas got really bullied that game. I think like 4 of Garrosh's deaths came in the last like 3 minutes. That late game was really punishing there. on him. Lucio not dying once, racking up 120k healing, 2 decades 78-ish. Sylvanas actually topping the XP for blue team. Malthael obviously 25k for red. Malthael was doing some work. Hero DPS super close, leaving 61.3k, and Valor for the red team 61.1. Here are the talents chat if you would like to see them. Yeah, nothing. I mean, I don't think there's anything particularly untoward. The queue does make sense, I think, with Moradin given the map. Yeah, just seeing Warlords challenge these days. In Heroic instead of, whatchamacallit? Decimate. Okay, you know what's really funny? The last series we casted, game 1 was BOE, game 2 was Towers of Doom. We have the exact same situation.
Towers of Doom.
And we're going into Towers of Doom here. If you're just joining us, best of 3 Heroic Series Rodney's Imaginary Friends against 9 to 5. 9 to 5 taking game 1, which was on BOE. And we are now into Towers of Doom. I'm on the wrong overlay. Yay. Hey, are we going to see any wavering in the draft? Zukov ban. That is the same, I believe. Yes. Or did that come out from Rodney's Imaginary Friends in game 1, actually? Where are ads at? Let's see. I cannot run an ad for 4 minutes. Hopefully we don't get an ad in this game. Fingers crossed, Hanzo ban. Wait, the teams are on opposite sides. Oops, and I didn't catch it. So let me swap. They accidentally swapped sides. So Rodney's Imaginary Friends are now, for this game, on the right. 9 to 5 are on the left. Just to boggle my brain. Yeah, that Lucio was really good. Rodney's Imaginary Friends pivoting that second ban to Lucio. 9 to 5 banning out Diablo. First pick, Rodney's Imaginary Friends. Because them switching sides is not going to confuse me at all during the game. Oh no. Buckle up, chat. Hours. I'd like to see, Snarf Chromie. Li Ming's up again. Snarf Chromie. Solid pick. I said that in the previous series. Awesome pick on Towers of Doom. Arguably the best anchor in the game too. So like Chromie on Dragonshire. So good. Maiev. Look is picking Maiev. Let's go. Fitting picking the Anubarak. Obviously spell armor into Chromie is good. This time it's Rodney picking the Garrosh. Obviously it was 9 to 5 picking Garrosh last game. Trinko swapping from Deckard. onto the Boy Wonder Anduin. And the final ban for 9 to 5 is going to be that Hogger. They did not like Asmachad on that Hogger. Does that mean Asmachad is going to Chen? I mean, there's an opportunity. I don't know if it's good into 9 to 5's draft so far. That's a genuine I don't know if it's good. Not a subliminal I don't think it's good, you know? Brightwing being taking up that final ban spot from Rodney's imaginary friends. I'm sure Asmachad's thinking about the Chen. Guess it all depends on what 9 to 5 pick next.
The wait is
Okay, Mark on Cassia and Ferret on Rhaegar. Seen a lot of Cassia in Heroic actually. Or, well, so far in NGS I am. Last 2 picks from Rodney's imaginary friends. We need an offlaner still, so I mean maybe the Chen is gonna happen. I mean I love Chen. I'm rooting for it. Okay, it is the Blaze and Ravar picking up Falstad. So swapping from Sylvanas to Falstad, as Machad's swapping from Hogger to Blaze. And the final pick for 9 to 5. Is it gonna be probably basic attack Falstad, right? If we're going standard. So offlaner, Maltheo still up, Yrel. She is a powerhouse that often refuses to die. I feel like that's her speciality. I mean, she's a paladin. God, I chose to play a paladin. I chose to level a paladin in like classic WoW recently, and it's the most painful experience. Anyway, game 2. Of this best of 3. Going to Towers of Doom. If you're just joining us, 9 to 5 did take game 1 on BOE. They banned out Sky Temple and Cursed Hollow. Rodney's imaginary friends banned out Waskaya and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's see how we do.
Prepare yourself for battle.
I can't remember who I introduced first last game. Uh-oh, pause. There is a pause. Back to maps. Once again, I think there's a trick, like I should know. Very the chat's funny. I feel like I should know that there's like a cheat, like there's a default way to know, I think, who picked the map. But I don't know what that default way is, so I just usually ask the teams every time. But I clearly haven't done it right here, so I'm not sure who picked House of Doom. Oh, it's the opposite of who went first pick. Okay, actually that's it. That's it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. No, look, these are the map is the wrong way around. What's that saying? Anyway, because the teams have swapped sides, my overlays are now baffled. They're now baffled, right? So it was, I'm pretty sure it's 9 to 5 that picked Towers of Doom. But I can't update that on my overlay because the teams have swapped sides. So just imagine that there's like a little 9 to 5 pick this map underneath the Towers of Doom. I hope everything's okay though. This is like a urgent be right back. I hope in situations like this it tends to be like if you're anything like my household, it's like, oh, be right back, cat threw up, I need to I need to go and clean that up. Usually an animal or a baby, isn't it? Or a baby animal, I don't know. Or both. This is where I wish I had my audio set up. Like Spotify. I don't want it to go through to the VOD. And then that cause an issue for NGS. I'm trying to be responsible. Somebody said paused for DoorDash and it made me laugh. There's only been one level 1 pick so far as well, by the way, chat. It's Blaze. What is that? Adrenal Simpack? I'm checking. Yeah, Adrenaline Simpack has been picked up for Blaze. I don't think they can't see me if I type ready because I'm an observer, not a ref. I think that's how that works, but I'll type ready anyway, just in case. So let's see if I can run an ad, hey? If you haven't been to the bathroom recently, or drank water, or blinked, or pet an animal, now is a good time to do that. It's a good time to do that. I still can't run an ad. That's rude. We are going to get an ad during this game because I can't run one. Hot diggity damn it, Twitch. We're going to get an unfortunately timed ad. Sorry, y'all. But we are going to be back to programming just as soon as somebody's done picking up door. No, they're not picking up their DoorDash. Clearly something more serious. But... excited to see a MyF pick. So we're going to have Chromie with mad control around objectives. Because I think Snarf does pick up Time Walker's Pursuit 1, and then obviously time traps. Give vision. And who wins offlane? Blaze versus Urel? Gold Rush is important. Gotta make sure you get calories to win. Yeah, it's true. You do need to make sure you got calories to make plays. You're not wrong there. Oh. They're back. They're ready. I'll say caster ready. I don't think they can see it, but I'm just saying it. Because you never know. Okay, here we go, chat. We're getting back into it. Get back from your toilet break. Okay, on the right side on the red team, on Rodney's imaginary friends, we got Asmachad on Blaze, Rodney on Garrosh, Ravar on Falstad, Snarf on Chromie, and Drinko on Anduin with the sword. The game is once again blessed. On the left side, on the blue team on 9 to 5, we have Mark on Cassia, Lork on Maiev, Barrett on Rhaegar, Nebula Base on Urel, and Fitting on Anubrak.
Well, what are you waiting for?
This time, so this Anubrak has picked up Nerubian armor at 1, which I mean makes sense into Chromie, right? I'm just, when I've seen Kuba Blitz and I've seen Rodney's imaginary friends play Anubrak and pick the Beatles level 1. Cleanse out on Cassia just to make sure nothing untoward happens. Throw out onto Anubrak into a root from Anduin, taking a bunch of damage, but Anubrak does get out. Pull from Maiev. Both teams walking away unscathed currently. Chromie got a nice trap in that bush, preventing any rotation shenanigans. Aggressive burrow. Garrosh. Oh my goodness. Garrosh threw into tower range, and with some amazing healing, Anubrak does walk away. Unfortunately, Falstad and Garrosh now not so fortunate. Cassia taking both of those down. Anubrak backing to get health and mana. Yeah, a 2-for-1 trade in favor of 9 to 5. See, them swapping sides is already confusing me. It's a bug. Blue team picking up their siege camp really fast here. Are they gonna invade? No. I mean, the threat of the Garrosh throw on a camp invade's a little bit scary, isn't it? But yeah, I imagine Anubrak's gonna get punished. If Anubrak burrows right off the rip and Garrosh sees that, he's just gonna throw. Level 4's online for both teams. It's his basic attack, Cassia. Ooh, big bunch of stuns out onto Falstad, but a good pull from Drinko means Rayval gets out. Rodney trying to body block 4 members of the blue team so Chromie can walk away, does so successfully, and with a flippy dip, Maiev walks away scot-free. Ooh, going back in onto Falstad, but a barrel roll prevents that ferret taking a lot of damage. Super low on mana as well for this objective phase. Rodney's just going in and chucking Rhaegar. Rhaegar getting taken out by Chromie. But that does mean Cassia channels that bottom bell tower. 1-for-1 trade. Maiev picking up that kill on Falstad.
You have done well, heroes. Let the Gravekeeper know my power.
Level 7's online for 9 to 5. They will be soon for Rodney's Imaginary Friends. It's just full W build so far from a noob. Both siege camps up relatively, well, at the same time, essentially. Like Rhaegar has picked up Wolf at 1, Wolf at 7, Q at 4. Level 7's for red team. Oh, that's a throw out onto Maiev, but she does get away while pulling. I think every member of Rodney's Imaginary Friends there. Garrosh getting away, no problem. Oh, aggressive flight from Falstad, trying to take the Anubrak out. Tries to barrel roll, but I think gets pulled back, or at least I think tried to barrel roll, gets pulled back by a tether from Maiev. Slowing Sand's been picked up from Chromie. I love that on there. I just love Chromie on this map. Barrett trying to start the camp for 9 to 5. Both teams now doing their siege camps. It's chore time, chat. Okay, so this bell tower phase, sorry, altar phase, I mix them up all the time, is mid and bot. Blue team a little bit closer to level 10. Cassia trying to get a sneaky channel. But Rhaegar was having none of it, just barrel roll away. Anubrak rooted, taking some serious damage from Chromie. The W helps a lot though. Rodney was trying to get close enough to get the stall with Garrosh Q and does so successfully. Cassia channeling once again, Rodney just walking up to stop that. Big slowing sands out onto Anubrak, but a good cleanse and a W from Anubrak means they walk away. Rhaegar might not be so lucky. Yeah, Rhaegar going down there, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. Swiftly followed by Drinko on Rodney's Imaginary Friends. Rodney looking precarious spot, but a nice slowing sands prevents the follow-up. Aggressive burrow out onto Felstad once again, and Cassia has the courage to follow up and take that Felstad down. Ball lightning going out, but she falls quickly after that. What was that, 2 for 2 trade? The death time is super low right now. 2-person stun from Asmachad all the while, though. Maiev was channeling that bottom altar. It's 36 shots to 28 on the core so far. Great stall from Rodney, but unfortunately the length of the Q from Anubrak does stall Asmachad from capping the altar. Light bomb out onto Rodney. Catches the Yrel, but Yrel gets a nice ancestral from Rhaegar. Won't be enough, though. The full force of red team coming down on Yrel's head there. And that does mean that Anduin will channel that altar. That one going over to Rodney's imaginary friends. Garrosh getting pulled back but walks away, no problem. Okay, so level 10s online for both teams. What we got? On 9 to 5, Noob as Cocoon. We've got Ball Lightning from Cassia. We have Sacred Ground from Yrel. We've got the Trap from Maiev, and we have Ancestral from Rhaegar. Rhaegar is in a precarious position if they scout that bush. He does have barrel up, but you never know. The blow up potential is real. Okay, and right side, obviously slowing sands. Light bomb from Anduin. Warlord's challenge once again from Garrosh. Bunker from Blaze, and the all-important gust from Felstad. Hey, Cassia actually able to just take that siege camp there. For blue team, no problem. Red team are going to start theirs. Or are they? Garrosh looking for a pick. Throws Rhaegar. Slowing sands out. Cocoon out onto Garrosh, unfortunately. Chromie now in a Maiev prison. Really great gust. But somehow Cassia snuck her way through. I didn't quite see how Cassia rotated there. So stasis out from Chromie with a pull from Anduin does mean Chromie lives. Big live, but Garrosh throws a Nubrak onto Chromie. Chromie still lives. Big taunt out onto a Nubrak, but then an even bigger Ancestral to follow, and neither team loses a player. Some huge healing. Huge healing plays there. Maev's channeling this altar for blue team. Rodney throws a Nubrak to stop the channel. Level 13 is going to be online just a smidgen before 9 to 5 for Rodney's imaginary friends. Yrel rotating down here. Ooh. Got 13s. We obviously have stasis already from Chromie. Used really effectively in that last fight. Asmachad on Blaze channeling here. Man, the Q from Anubrak just interrupting Blaze on this objective and the last. Aggressive burrow with a Yrel jump onto Drinko, but there was a time trap there, I do believe. So Chromie doing some work to save Anduin. Huge bunker out. Yrel's all out as well, Sacred Ground. She's just living, gets thrown by Rodney. Oh my gosh, Yrel does go down to a chastise. Cassia cleaning up the damage though on red team down here. Now Rodney's in a bit of a precarious spot. Throws Rhaegar that way. Drinko hopefully getting out with that chastise. Yes, does get out. Rodney super low, 200 HP. Probably going down unless you can get a W. Yeah, and then a teleport from Maiev finishes Garrosh off, and unfortunately the silence after the containment disc really kind of screwing Blaze there. Alright, I'm just sipping some water. Okay, blue team pick up their camp. So 9 to 5 We're gonna march down bot with their sappers, but they're looking to take red team sappers as well. I don't think much can stop them here. So now two camps worth of sappers marching down bot lane into this bell tower that is at half health. Slowing Sands trying to stop the wave and does so, but they're gonna get through. And that is that bell tower going down. 2 pumpkins still live. 3 pumpkins still live. Actually, this one was late for some reason. Blue team can walk those in onto core if they can make it happen. Throw out onto Cassia. Instant cleanse from Rhaegar means they walk out. Really good ancestral onto Anub'arak. That Anub'arak was so dead. And the cocoon was great onto Garrosh as well. Level 16 is online for 9 to 5. The Q from Anub misses there, so Rodney's able to walk through, throw Cassia, get a light bomb and a stun out, and that is one dead Cassia. 1-0 trade in favor of Rodney's imaginary friends. Blaze rotating. This Anub'arak's pretty... Okay, okay. I just said this Anub'arak's pretty. I'm gonna leave it there. Throw out onto my Ev. Just forcing her to use some buttons. First I was trying to go for the aggressive cap, but Yrel caught wind of it. And was like, no, red team now backing up Belsen. Holy ground from Yrel. Garrosh tries to throw her out of it, almost succeeds. On stops to walk away. Maiev doing all kinds of flippy stuff and tethering. The right objective was channeled, I believe, by Chromie. Chromie shows up to the fight and immediately gets webbed. Yrel going down to Falstad, taunt out onto Anub'arak. Anub'arak going down, so 2-0 trade so far in favor of Rodney's imaginary friends. Cassia is going in to get Asmachad and does so successfully. Gets taken out by Chromie's fantastic spell power. And I do believe this objective will also go over to the side of Rodney's imaginary friends. So the... I mean, they are down a bell tower, so obviously they didn't get as many shots, but the core shots are 9 to 5 have 26 on the core, and Rodney's imaginary friends have 21. It's Towers of Doom though, anything can happen. Swingiest map. Ooh, bite in, chastise, stops anything else, unstop. Light bomb, ancestral out onto Rhaegar, but Rhaegar is not living through that. Yeah, blue team a little too aggressive trying to defend this bot bell tower there and do pay the price, unfortunately. Chromie picking her level, effectively her level 20. Let's see. Yeah, upgrade to slowing sands. So Rhaegar down for 27 seconds. Aggressive rotation from Falstad. Yeah, we got the right idea. I mean, Cassie is just... Hopefully she doesn't... Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like red team should not let her just get that. Because she's done that a couple of times, I think, while there's been like a distracting like exchange of buttons in mid lane or whatever. And Cassie's just been like, doopy doopy doop. Like picking up that... Doing a good job picking up that siege camp like unhindered for 9 to 5. Rodney's imaginary friends picking up their siege camp and trying to cap this bell tower back before the objective. Both teams at full strength. Rhaegar coming back now for 9 to 5. Rhaegar taking, Rhaegar taking quite a bit of damage from that fort. But does cap it back just in time. Rodney's imaginary friends are half a level away from 20. So this fight is going to be huge. Ideally they want 20, but they can't get it with altar phase happening now, you know. Aggressive burrow out onto Drinko once again. No follow-up though. Ooh. Warden's... Sorry, it's not Warden's Cage. It's containment discount to Garrosh who gets silenced. All the while, Maev's just channeling for free. Really good aggressive hold into Rodney's imaginary friends by 9 to 5. Rodney's imaginary friends do channel the other bell tower. That was a gust so fast I could get away because he had 3 members of 9 to 5 bearing down on him. So core shots are now 9 to 5, 18. Rodney's imaginary friends 17. Super close. Blaze pushing that wave in is now free to stall Yrel rotation. Yeah, the Faustat Global on this map, super, super good. Really, really helps the offlaner out massively, and then, of course, can just immediately show up to team fights when you have the Z and you're 2v1 in the offlaner. It's really, really good. Level 20 is online for Rodney's imaginary friends. So, Faustat and Blaze do force out the Sacred Ground from Urel, while blue team are rotating to support. She was hoping to keep him there, I think, yeah, to try and get something, but they catch wind of that and back up. Level 20 is, you got the Chastised Stuns from Anduin. Bunker upgrade. And Wind Tunnel from Falstad.
You better hurry. The altars rise again.
And level 20 is online now for this altar phase for 9 to 5. So interesting. The Traitor King. At 20 for Nubrak. Titan's Revenge, Seraphim, Shadow Wall Vengeance, and the upgrade to Ancestral, so AoE Ancestral. Ronnie's Imaginary Friends are going to 5v4 because Urel is just a bit behind. Does catch Cassia in the Wind Tunnel. Throws her out of the Slow and Sands, but it's not a problem. She goes down. Good pull out from Chromie just before Urel jumped on her. Garish and a Cocoon, but it ain't no problem. Yeah, the speed of the rotation. Red team really beat blue team to the punch there. And is Ravar gonna get Urel going down? Really good chase. 2-0 trade in favor of Rodney's Imaginary Friends, and they're looking to use that space to steal blue team's siege camp and march it in bot and presumably try and get bot fort. 4 health is now up 14 for 9 to 5 and 17 for Rodney's Imaginary Friends. Speaking of Rodney, really aggressive rotation there. Love to see it, but Anubrak does burrow back from the throw. Asmachad looking for something spooky. Wow, Faustad is doing Faustad things. I don't know if Red Team would have wanted Faustad with them just to try and actually consolidate that push bot, but... Mid and bot forts about half health, down to half health now. On the side of 9 to 5. Anduin and Chromie picking up that siege camp. Got aggressive position in here. Oh, is Faustad trying to bait some? Look at me, it's just a tasty bird. What buttons do we have up? Everything. All big buttons are up. Red team trying to march these sappers in. Urel is going for an angry rotation. With that Q channeled. Cocoon out onto Blaze and Containment Disc out onto Garrosh means the front line for Rodney's Imaginary Friends were just imprisoned that whole time. Bunker out from Blaze. A good Ancestral saving Anubrak there because Anubrak was going down. A good chuck to peel from Garrosh. Anduin really like feeling the heat a little bit here. 1-0 trade so far in favour of 9 to 5. Rhaegar getting super low. Oh, barrel roll and a tiny pull. Does Felstad get out? No! The Q wall bang from Urel means that is a 2-0 trade in favour of 9 to 5. Tough timing too because the altars just came up. And Cassia's already given Blaze a hard time while blue team rotates up here. And he doesn't have Bunker because he used it in the last fight. I was gonna say, he's fine though, he gets out, no problem. Anubrak channeling left, Rhaegar channels right, which means the core shots are now 14 for the side of 9 to 5 and 9 for the side of Rodney's Imaginary Friends. Looks like blue team are gonna pick up this boss. Tasty, tasty chicken with a hammer, yep. Which means 4 more shots onto Rodney's Imaginary Friends core. Making their core sit at 5 shots remaining. And it looks like blue team are looking to go the route of pushing in top. While Urel catches these sappers. And they get 3 shots in maybe with that. Unless they back off. They do cap top 4. And they're just going to leave sappers. Faustad will clear that up. Red team use that space to steal 9 to 5's sappers in the bot lane.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And those sappers do convert bottom structure They also just get a pumpkin, so that's a shot onto 95's core. Team fight breaking out here. Good cocoon onto Garrosh. Really good cleanse though from Garrosh to avoid the follow-up stun from Anubarak. Light bomb out onto Garrosh, gets pulled back by Maiev. Big wind tunnel from Faustad. Bunker out. Yrel low. Oh my gosh, that ancestral almost popped. Yrel going down. Good slowing sands, making it difficult for Rhaegar and Anubarak to do anything here. But Cassia causing issues for Falstad. AoE Ancestral out onto Cassia now. Rodney going down. Blaze looking super duper low. Slowing Sands tried to help them out of there, but couldn't quite do it. Falstad going down. I think... Well, Chromie causing so many issues here. Look, we need Benny Hill music. Containment disc. you caught that Pokemon. Cassia went down to a structure, I think, trying to chase Drinko. Chromie going down there. So 4 for 2 trade in favor of 95. Red team are trying to get this fort back so they can get that extra shot. Yeah, I think Cassia chased too far is what happened there, but it was too enamored by following the Chromie chase. Yrel using that map mechanic to portal on in here and make for an easy channel. Drinko trying what he can, but does get caught up in a web. Rhaegar's going to channel it, and that will be game 2 going over to 95. Another close game. Okay, I'll swap the teams around again. Whenever again see containment disc is anything except a Pokeball now. You're welcome. Gotta catch them all. Alright, here are the stats, team. Chromie with 6 kills and 3 deaths. 90k hero DPS, beating out Cassie with 84k hero DPS. I'm going 9 to 5 for kills and deaths. I have not dying at all. 4 kills, 0 deaths. In terms of soak, Falstad winning that one with 22k, Blaze on 21, Yrel 495 on 22k XP. And the talents. Yeah, Traitor King at 20. I suppose extra, even more spell armor into Chromie with Traitor King. Don't know if they modified that. Did they add 20 spell armor to it? And make it activatable? I just remember Traitor King always being balls, but I haven't looked at it in ages. Alright. So, this is how the series played out. Oh yeah, I didn't mark the picked. I think it was this. So with Volskaya, Tomb of the Spider Queen, Sky Temple, and Cursed Hollow banned out. 9 to 5. Sorry, Rodney's Imaginary Friends took us to BOE. 9 to 5 won that, and then 9 to 5 took us to Tomb of the Spider Queen, and they won that as well. Both pretty damn close games. Are there any other series going on right now? Because I just did a double header and my throat hurts. Let's check the Discord. I imagine that's probably the last. Let's see. 7:39. Oh, wait. Do we have a Div B? Do we have a Div B going? Let me check. I might be able to take you to a Div B series if it's still going, or is it not? On the right day. Yeah. Nope, I'm not. I think that's it. These are all tomorrow. I think this was the last series. I think quite a few teams scheduled their series at 8 my time today. So I think that's the last in the batch. Let's see if we can... We fucked it up pretty bad. Ah, Snarf, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear. Saw some good plays though. And stuff was close. Let's see. Anyone playing HOTS so we can raid them? Oh, Alora's playing. Alora's doing stuff. Let's go on over to Alora. Because then you all might be able to get in on some viewer games. So I'm going to send this raid over there. If you have my emote, you can totally use it. It's a bunch of potatoes. It's a bunch of potatoes if you want to use it to raid. But thank you so much. This has been Heroes of the Storm. 2 best of 3 NGS series in the heroic div. I have been Psychopaths. You've been awesome. Thanks for joining me. Peace.